Or, Sukkot, Simchat Torah. We've come through the full experience of the Jewish High Holy Days, which means that we are back at the beginning. When we come to reading Torah, we are back at the very, very, very beginning. Cantor Frankel said it's the one time we don't have to search for our place in the Torah when we're looking for where the bar bat mitzvah is supposed to read from, because we're starting back at the very beginning. Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim v'et haaretz. And the beginningness of all this business, the one created the heavens and the earth. Ve'aretz hayta tohu vavohu, but there was this kind of cosmic chaos that was happening. And then we have this amazing thing that happens, which is creation, and it starts with Yehi Or. It starts with words. It starts with God saying, Yehi Or, let there be light. And then we're told, Vayehi Or, and light existed. So we ask, what does it mean that we read this story, and what does that mean for us today who understand science, who understand the Big Bang, who understand how it scientifically happened? What does it mean to go back and read the words, Yehi Or, Vayehi Or, let there be light, and there was light, as the story of creation. And we as the Jewish people look at these words and we take them very seriously. We don't need to take them as fact. That's not why we read Torah. It's not why we study Torah. We take these words and say, what do they mean? And what these words mean to us, because if you imagine a deity, and you imagine a deity creating all of this, there's lots of ways you could imagine that. The deity claps, and it comes into existence. The deity blinks, and it comes into existence. The deity imagines it, or dreams it, or wishes it, and it comes into existence. But that's not what we have in our sacred tradition. What we have is God speaks. Vayehi Or. Light exists. Vayehi Or. And light happened. It became. And the meaning for us of this is that words, speech, actually create worlds. We create when we speak. Anyone who's ever parented a young one, mentored a young one, been in a partnered relationship, known anyone parented by somebody else, the words that we speak create reality. They create the world for a young person that's in our care. We have the capacity to create or destroy the inner lives, the minds, the hearts, the ambitions, the spirits of our children based on what we say and how we say it. That's the meaning of this creation story. It's not about what actually happened. It's about what actually happens all the time. We speak things into existence. Let us be careful about what and how we speak. And God sees Vayar Elohim et ha'or, and God sees the light and calls it good. Vayar Elohim et ha'or ki tov. God sees that the or, the light, is good, this thing that God has brought into existence. So we're supposed to imitate God. We're supposed to be like God. So we're supposed to be careful about the worlds, the realities that we create with our words, and we're also supposed to see. We're supposed to look at something and see. Ki tov, that it's good. To find the good in it. But before that, God has to do something else. Vayavdel Elohim ben ha'or uven ha'choshech. God differentiates between the light and the dark. There's a difference. And it's only when there's a difference, it's only in our differences that we can really experience our unique place in creation. For us, this narrative, again, is not about what actually happened. That doesn't matter. It's about the meaning of what actually happened. Things got differentiated. Chaos became order because things were differentiated from each other. We right now in our society look around and what we see is difference, and it's threatening. We can't express our differences without thinking it's going to tear us apart. But our creation narrative says it is imperative to any kind of order, to any kind of sustainability, to any kind of fruition, for there to be differentiation, distinction, difference of opinion, of ways of looking at things, of the way we look, the way we appear, the way we seem to one another, and the ways we interpret things very, very differently. So I hope we can take seriously our narrative of creation. We don't have to take it literally. That's not why we read it. We continue to read it every year because we take it seriously. That we must differentiate. We must make ourselves come into our own unique differences, understanding that it is all a part of the only thing, the only one. And we must seek to find the good in all of it, because we're told every single day of creation, ki tov, that it's good. And then on the day that human beings are created, tov me'od, it is said it is very good. Because for the first time with the creation of human beings, creation becomes aware of itself. Creation becomes conscious of itself. That is an amazing blessing. That's why after human beings are created, the first thing that happens is God blesses them. That's an amazing blessing, and it's an immense responsibility. Let us live in such a way that we teach them to take that responsibility and that blessing seriously, so that each one of these young people have the capacity, the resources, the encouragement to grow into their own unique human being that will contribute, hopefully, to creation flourishing and expressing itself anew in a way that it only can through them. Good Shabbos.
Amen.